Good morning, I'm Susan Resig, and today I'm going to show you a way to add flavor to our Gerson food, and that is by making pesto. And as you know, pesto is traditionally made with basil and Parmesan cheese and olive oil, garlic, and lemon. Well, probably half of those ingredients we can't have, starting with the basil. But what we can have are other flavorful herbs, and this is a leafy arugula, which adds a lot of flavor. You can substitute different greens. My mother likes to make it with Swiss chard, which we have chard. You can make it with kale. Let's see, other leafy things you can use. Well, I like to make it with cilantro also. So today, instead of doing arugula or cilantro, I've decided I'm going to try to make one with both, just because I think the flavor will taste really nice for something different. We're always looking for something a little different. Now, arugula has a very peppery flavor. It's substantial. It can hold up to the garlic and the lemon. We don't add cheese. We don't add olive oil. I do substitute some flax oil. We can still use the lemon. We can use plenty of garlic. And what I've distilled it down to, in order for a pesto to taste like pesto, it needs to have the green, garlic, and the oil. If you want to add lemon, that's optional. But you don't have to add cheese to it. And it doesn't have to be olive oil. Oh, and I guess it typically has some nuts, like pine nuts. And I used to make a pesto using macadamia nuts. Well, we just don't need the nuts. We won't put them in, and I guarantee you won't miss them. It tastes very good when it's done on potatoes, and I use it like a salad dressing as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by breaking up some of these garlic cloves. I'm not going to use all. Since I have a lot of greens, I'm going to start with 4, and some of these are pretty good size, but I like a lot of garlic flavor in mine. So I put those in, and typically, now again, I'm away from home today, so I have to use what I have. At home, I use a food processor, and that works very well. I only have a blender to my disposal right now, so that's what I have to use. If you didn't have a blender or a food processor, you can use a grater. You can grate your onion, and then you'd have to finely chop your herbs until they were almost like a paste. So that could take a little while. But I'm going to run it in here first to break it up, and then we'll come back. All right, I have chopped the garlic in the blender, and before I said grate your onion, of course you know I meant grated carrot. Right, now carrot. Grated garlic, what is this anyway? Grated garlic, you can grate your garlic. This is a 5 ounce tub of arugula. So I don't know how that translates into cups, but this has cup size measures on the side. So let's stuff it in there and see how much, in case you have to do it by volume instead of by weight. I'm fortunate that I'm able to get these containers, but I do like it when I can get a fresh bundle of arugula from a farmer. It's even better. Okay, so right now we're up to between 4 and 5 cups. So I'm guessing this is going to make a total of 6 cups. So that will help you to know. And you can see it's pretty firmly packed in there. It's full. I mean, not that I couldn't stand on it and press some more in, but it's for a general firm pack. That is, it says 5 cups and it's a little bit over. So that will help you to know. And this cilantro, I'm going to take the stems out, and that's going to take a little while. So what I'm going to do is start getting the leaves off the stems, and I will add those to the container here. When I have this all done, I will add them to the container. And I want to show you a good way to get juice from your lemon if you don't have a little hand juicer, the kind that you can twist. And even do this even when you're going to twist it. You just give it a good roll on its side like that, and that's going to help you get more juice out of it. Cut it in half. Take a couple seeds out. I don't want those popping into my pot here. And I'm just going to give a good squeeze. Now, that lemon just adds a nice flavor to it. In fact, they even sell arugula. It says lemony arugula. So you know they taste nice together. And there's still goodness in that lemon. Put it in the refrigerator. You can use it for your deodorant. You know, little dab will do ya. And what I'm going to add is about a 1/4 cup, which is the same as 4 tablespoons. So when you get done making this pesto, because there's 4 tablespoons of oil in it, you know that you can have 4 servings of it, and it would be your tablespoon of oil for the day. And if you're at the beginning of Gerson, you can have 2 tablespoons of oil. Lucky you. So there, I've added the 4 tablespoons, 1/4 cup. And I'm going to work on the cilantro, and I will be back after I have pureed it and you can see what it looks like. Okay? Hi, we're back now. Look at that whole blender full of greens condensed down to about 1.25 cups of pesto. And it really did a nice job. You know, I learned something new. I think I'm going to use the blender instead of my food processor from now on, because it did a really nice job. It's very smooth. Usually mine's chunkier than that, and I really like the consistency. So I added the cilantro to it, and I did add a little more lemon. It needed another squirt of lemon. And what I'm going to, you know, you can do anything. You can use this as a dressing on salads. You can add some vinegar to it and make it into a dressing. You can spread it on cooked vegetables. Remember, though, that this has the flax oil in it, so you don't want to put it on anything that's hot, because that'll hurt the flax oil, and that, if it hurts the oil, it hurts you. You don't want that. But you can put it on things that are room temp or cold. And what I had was 2 large leftover chilled potatoes from the refrigerator, and I've used a half red onion and sliced it. And I'm going to make a nice potato salad, and I use this pesto as a dressing on my potato salad. Why not? It's very tasty. You could add anything to a potato salad like this. Potatoes, the onions, you could put in a grated carrot, you could put chopped celery if you like a little more crunch. You could put in diced broccoli stems. That would give it a nice crunch as well, if you're looking for that. I myself am just happy with some potato, pesto, and red onion. I've become such a fan of red onions. They just seem to have a little nice flavor like that. There we go. And that, it blends in with the bowl, doesn't it? I couldn't find a different bowl to use. So that makes a very nice dressing. This will be very good for our lunch today or for our dinner tonight. And I just wanted to share with you the pleasures of having a little pesto. Even, you know, you could even serve this as an appetizer at a party. You could put this out as a dip, and people could dip their veggies in it. Or you could take, I'm thinking of this on the fly. I'm sorry to my videographer, my husband. I'm just thinking of things as we go here. I've done this before where I've taken slices of potato and treat it like a cracker and put a little dab of that on there and just serve it like a canopy like that. And we can make it prettier next time. That's good. It's Gerson good. All right, thank you.